Davidson's a very, very organized and disciplined team. They have good players all around. Expect a very good, they won't be afraid here on the road.
The lineup for the Davidson Wildcats he had the other day against Jacksonville State.
Jaden Shackelford looking to get going. He had struggled in the last game as Davidson lists with Shackelford, because this is not going to be an easy one with this Davidson team coming in with 7 wins in a row.
Looking both ways, Foster Lawyer stops and the dish at Davidson. Of course, over the course of those years, you had the Steph Curry years from 2006 to 2009. Long range. Now Foster Lawyer. Inside feed.
Javon Quinterly.
Grant Huffman. Lee. They collapse in on him. They know how dangerous he is. The cross-court feed. Quinterly comes up the hardwood.
Outstanding defensive stand by Alabama.
Nice feed. Baseline his way around the Bama defense. Nobody bid on it. Lee from 3. Hughes on the rebound. Leaves it off for Quinterly.
It's a clean look for Lee. He's a really good shooter. He doesn't need much space to have to get it up. Clubs who have a very good record right now. This will be a very important game for both of these teams if they were able to come up with a win here. Davidson's operating very methodically, organized. This is what they do. Alabama with a great defensive stand.
Here comes the time. He's number 5 in red, watched by Quinterly. Bounce inside to Bochi. Big international flavor to the Davidson roster.
Absolutely, that's what I was.
Quinterly thought about driving, but he brings it back.
You know, Davidson's executing their game plan, dynamic guard play. They have the foot speed advantage over Davidson, and they're going to have to keep these players in front of them if they don't want this lead to extend.
J.D. Davison with his trademark look of hair. Long range. More statistical updates, but the stat system here in this building has never come up. Hyunjung Lee, number 1, to Foster Lawyer. Lee off balance, kicks it out with 5 on the shot clock. And Lee.
Absolutely. Quality opponents.
Yes.
Multiple stagger screens and gets the look up they want with their big man posting up Jaden Shackelford in the low post.
Jones, his last name, Davison, Davison, as opposed to the...
Don't be surprised by the name. This is a good ball club, and I'm sure they'll be prepared for Alabama.
But of course, against Alabama, they'll take you to the woodshed. Shackelford to Quinterly. Lee stays with him. 10 points for him already. Who wants?
Took it away.
We're keeping an eye on Quinterly, moving a little tentatively on the Alabama seat. He went limping off the floor before, walked around in the bench save at midcourt. Goes in on Lawyer.
Jaden Shackelford shooting it over the top of an extended defense by Davidson, and that's the shot to get the crowd into it here for Alabama.
Lee comes right, show what they can do. Lee, the fall away. No chance for Bama to take the lead again. Holtz.
Outstanding defensive possession by the Tide.
Statistics tonight. The stat system here in the building has not functioned at all this evening. Carolina is in Mizzou to take on the Tigers at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Then number 23, Texas A&M, hosting Vandy in College Station. Both games. Menenga feeds on the perimeter to Jones. Long range comes the break for Lawyer. He's got a man on his right, dishes it to Jones. Fans thought he walked. Back into the corner, Lee for 3.
Coming to a jump stop. getting the ball back out and finding the shooter Lee for a three-pointer.
To Menenga, and he'll take it. Up the left side again. Lee thought about it. Dishes inside. Here's Breakovic to Lee.
Everything that they do
They do it themselves.
They do it themselves. They move the ball. They have drills that incorporate all facets of the game. And that's why you see so much fundamentally sound play here tonight.
Shackelford feeds out to...
Gave out a little bit on that post-up. He
did.
kind of comes up a little bit fortunate not to be a little bit lame on that.
Lee, high off the wing.
In on the pick and rolls, they're showing flat, and they're keeping Alabama out of the paint. They're getting back in transition and stopping the transition bound. This fundamental blocking out on every single possession.
Key
Athletically, but in their personal lives moving forward. You know, to be able to create a culture.
shot. Bochi Yodom was wide open, just couldn't can it.
Davidson doing a good job getting back, showing Alabama's bodies up this tempo. It's what they're going to need to get this game in their favor.
The three doesn't go, and Lee at 7 rebounds. His career high is 10. He's done that a couple of times. So he's on pace for the double-double and a career ball game.
Great execution coming out of the break. Coach Nate Oates dialing one up and getting Noah Gurley an easy deuce down low.
Of his career high, he had 18 against Charlotte. Got 16 now as they
will finish in the paint.
Very shifty. Very shifty.
Outstandingly shifty.
Jones to the window, blocked, put back by Gurley. Well off the mark, an air ball. Tried to save it, but here comes Lawyer, and that's going to be a travel. I don't think Nate Oates agreed, but nevertheless, nice cross-court passes. Sets up. He's got a career high 19 points tonight. We've still got 5 minutes to play.
Outstanding shooting. Jones, he's getting it going with a backdoor cut, lays it in. It's a tough thing when you're guarding a team like Davidson. You have to guard for the entire possession. In Alabama, it's a rare breed.
Yeah,
no one plays in the low post, but to see Breakovic bring his game, get Bediako isolated on one side of the basket, taking time, back him down, and drop step for him. And it's hard to get a stop when they're banking them in. Big time shot.
Remember, though, Breakovic 0.6 coming in. No good. Rebound with a minute to go. Here comes Alabama trailing by 7. Ellis. Shot is short out of the corner. Ellis on the rebound. A 3 will win it. A 2 will tie it. No basket, and Davidson would win.